Hello friends, you are watching ERUDIRE Plus, the professional CAD/CAM solution provider. Let's get started.
Hello friends, today we'll start basics of mechanical engineering drawing using AutoCAD software. We'll initiate this program using layers. Actually, in AutoCAD software, layers are very important. As for example, for civil engineering, we are having different type of things like floors, windows, and then doors, etc. For different things, we can have different types of layers, and as per requirement, we can delete these layers and we can make it off also, freeze also, right? This is very important for 2D drawing. Okay, so starting, and we have to start from the template. And as we are drawing 2D, so we'll start from the default one, AutoCAD ISO DWT. We'll start from AutoCAD ISO.DWT. So here itself we are getting the unit as millimeter. First of all, we will have to see the units, what we are following. So as we have started with AutoCAD ISO.DWT, so basic unit will be millimeter. But if we want, we can change it as per our requirement. Let us see what unit is there. So we should write down units. We should write units, UNITS. You can see the unit is decimal here. We can change it as per our requirement, like engineering, fractional, scientific, etc. But we'll be using decimal one. And if you want to see the unit, it is millimeters, and if we want, we can change it like feet, inches, centimeters, etc. But default we are taking as millimeter. And we're adding precision. After point, we want to have 2 divisions only. This is generally. So if you want a high precision, you can have as per our requirement. Okay, starting. So before starting, we have to see the units first, then we have to fix the window size. Now the window size is actually dependent on size of drawing. As for example, we are making a drawing of suppose 200 millimeter by 200 millimeter. So based on that, we have to specify our screen size, and that can be specified by using some commands known as limits. That means we want to make the screen size more than 200, because original drawing is 200 size, 200 by 200. We want to make the screen size maybe more than that. Let us make the drawing size 300 by 300. Okay, so we have to start with limits. Limits we have written. Now it will show the lower left corner. We can put the lower left corner as origin, so it will be 0, 0. Enter. Now it is asking the upper right corner. As we have defined that it should be 300 by 300, as the drawing size is 200 by 200, we can make the screen size little bit more than that of the original drawing. So our upper right corner will be 300 by 300. 300, 300. Enter. Now we have to zoom this one, right? Now write Z for zoom. Enter. Now that to be accepted with A. Enter. Now our screen is ready. Okay. As I told that in engineering drawing, different things are available, like doors, floor. Even we have different types of lines also, like central line, hidden line. You can say hatching line also there for sectional views. So all these different things we can show in the form of different layers, and we can hide it as per our requirement. So for starting these layers, we have to start with here layer properties manager, or we can write LA for layer. Okay, so we can do anything, like we can click the layer properties manager here, or we can write LA. So let us click that layer properties manager. Now from here you can see that 0 layer is there. 0 layer is default layer. That means whatever we will be drawing, maximum time we have to utilize this 0 layer, right? That's the default layer is 0 layer. Next one, for different types of lines, we can create different layers. Suppose you're starting with different layers. That can be done with right button of mouse. We can select new layer. Suppose you want to make 3 different layers, right? Layer 1, again layer 2, layer 3. We have made 3 different layers. Now we can rename these things as per our requirement. Suppose you want to make 3 different layers by the name of center line, hidden line, and also dimension. Okay, so we'll rename this one as center line. We have renamed this layer 3 as center line. Now we have to change the color of this one. We can change the color as per our requirement. Let us change this center line as green color. Okay, and we can see the line type, it is continuous, but center line should not be continuous. We have to change this line type. So click this one, and here we can see that line type is solid only. We have to load our center line. So we can load it from here and drag it down to select center line. You can see 3 different types of center lines are there: center, center 2, and center x2. Let us select center 2. Okay, select it again. Okay, now you can see that center line is having green color and the line type is center 2. That means it is line dot like type. Now second one, layer 2, we have to rename this one with hidden line. So we can rename it hidden line, and the color of this line we can provide, let it be red color, and the line type we have to change. It is having continuous line, so we have to change this one. So we can load it and select hidden line. So we can select hidden 2. Okay, select it again, done. So we have got second layer as hidden line, and the line type is hidden with red color. Next one, we have to provide another layer, that is dimension. So rename this layer 1 as a dimension. Now we can change the color of this one with cyan color. Okay, and line type, it should be continuous. So we have made 3 different layers, and we have another 0 layer as a default layer. With these 4 different layers, we can start our drawing. Now with a basic example, we'll show how to utilize those things, and if it is required, we can hide these things also. Okay, so we're starting with default layer. Now see, when you are making any line, orthogonal mode is off. Orthogonal mode means that is we can draw only 90-degree lines. Okay, click here to get orthogonal mode on, or click F8 mode from our keyboard. Right, so orthogonal mode is on. So first of all, we'll start with 0 layer. Okay, default layer is 0. We're starting with 0 layer. Let us draw one rectangle. When you click rectangle, it is asking specify the first lower point. So which one will be clicking, that one will be working as the first point. Let us start from here. So that is the first point. Now it is asking the upper right corner. So we can provide the upper right corner as like we want to have a drawing of 200 by 200. So we have to write down 200, comma 200. Enter. So we got a square of length 200 millimeter and breadth also 200 millimeter. That is drawn with 0 layer. Next one, we want to have 2 lines, one vertical and horizontal, as a center line. So what you have to do is, from this layer properties manager, we have to change the line type. It will be center line. So click the green color with the line type center line. Now our layer is center line. We have to start with line again. Now you can see at the middle point one triangle is there. Right, at the middle point one triangle is there. That means it is indicating it is a center point. So you can start drawing from here, come down, done. So to repeat that command again, press enter from your keyboard. The previous command is initiated. Start from the left vertical line to initiate the horizontal line, drawn. So we have got 2 lines, one vertical and one horizontal as center line. Next one, you can see sometimes it may so happen that lines it is not properly visible. It may so happen the line is not properly scaled. So to have a better scale of these line types, we can do one thing. We can have a scale of these lines. We can provide a specific scale for these special lines. Sometimes the lines may not be visible. If the length is very small, the lines will be looking as solid types. So to change the pattern of this line, we can use the command LTS, that is line type scaling. You can write LTS, enter. Now the scale is 1. Now if you want to have a better view of this line type, we can make it half scale. So 0.5. See, the line type has been changed a little bit. Okay. Now we want to draw something else with 0 layer. So we have to change the layer again with 0 layer. Now we can draw something else at this location. Let us draw one circle. For drawing circle, different methods are available. It is asking whether it is a center point circle. So we have to give the center point. We have to define the center point for the circle. Let us provide this is the center point. Now it is asking radius or diameter. By default, it will be taking radius, and if you want to provide the diameter, you have to click diameter or write diameter. Suppose you want to provide a diameter, so we have to write D and enter. Then you have to provide the value of this diameter. Let us provide a diameter of 50 millimeter. So write 50 and enter. This is done with 0 layer, right? Okay, fine. Next one, what we'll do, we'll use some command of like mirror one command to utilize this circle on the left hand side. So for using mirror, we have to click mirror over here. Then it is asking select the object. You can select the object by clicking, then enter. Now it is asking to specify the first point of mirror line. So this one will be the first point of mirror line. Now it is asking the second point of mirror line. You can click here at the second point. Next it is asking whether you want to delete the source object or not. No. So it will be done. Again, same thing you can do. The two objects you can have a mirror on the down side. So we have to repeat the command of mirror. By enter, we can initiate that command. Now it is asking to select the objects. We can select the objects by clicking these two circles. Then selection is done. Now enter. It is asking to specify the first point of mirror line. So we can select this as the first point and this one as the second point. Now it is asking whether you want to delete the source object or not. So no, it is done. We have made one square and in between we have provided 4 circles. Now we have to utilize different things like suppose you have to make some hidden line in between anywhere else, right? A hidden line, so we have to go back to the hidden layer here. Hidden layer is by red color. Suppose you want to provide one hidden circle in between them. So we have to start with hidden layer. We have already selected. Next one, suppose you have to provide a hidden circle inside these 4 circles. So we have to select the hidden layer. We have already selected the hidden layer. Now starting this circle over here. It is asking the radius, right? To draw a circle, so click on circle. Next one, it is asking the center point. This is the center point. Next one, it will be by default, if you provide any value, it will be radius. Now if you want to provide any diameter, in that case you have to click D. You have to press D and enter. D for diameter. Now to provide the value of diameter, let us see the value of diameter as 50 millimeter. Write 50, enter, done. So we have used 3 different layers. 0 layer as a default layer, then green color as the center line, and the red color as our hidden layer. You can see the hidden layer is now dotted type. Okay, fine. Now one layer is remaining, that is our dimension layer, right? So for providing dimension, we can start from here. So we have to select the dimension layer with cyan color. Now starting from dimension here, you can put the dimension to this one from here. One dimension is done. Now you can see the dimension, what it is showing is very small, right? Even the arrow size is also very small. We can scale it anytime. For scaling this dimension, we have to write down dim style or dimension style. So we'll write down dim style. Dim style and enter. Now from here we have to modify the dimension style. We can modify and we can change the scale. The universal scale is 1. We can make it 2 to see it in an enlarged way. Let us put the scale 2. Okay. Now see it is little bit increased. Right? It is okay. If we want, we can make it a little bit more as per our requirement. Again, you can put smart dimension to the horizontal line. Horizontal line, we can start from here again. And let us put dimension to the circle as diameter. showing diameter is 50 millimeter. Okay, and we can put a leader to this one. You can rename this one as 4 into dia 50. So we are having 4 circles with diameter 50 millimeter, right? If you want to make any layer off, then how it will look like? So at this moment we are having the layer as dimension layer is on. We will go back to the layers and let us make any layer off from these valves. Let us make the hidden line off. Let us see the way where we are making the hidden layer off and center line also off. Close it. Now you can see the center line and hidden lines are not visible, right? So in this way we can make our drawing uninterrupted. Now whenever we require, we can make the drawings visible by using that lights on. So let us make the lights on to make the layers visible again. Layers are on, so it is visible. Now see, the center line and hidden line is visible. Okay, so this is a very small video indicating the importance of layers in mechanical engineering drawing. Okay, if you like this video, please subscribe and share, and if you have any kind of doubts, please write to me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you again. Bye.